Hi, my loves. Welcome to Putty's World. I am Putty, and today I'm sharing with you how I began my awakening journey. Have you ever reached a point in your life where you felt like you don't know who you are anymore? And you ask yourself, who am I? Not the version you've been playing, not the version people know, but you, your true self. Because that's exactly where my awakening journey began. The moment I started asking myself, who am I? There was a moment in my life where I felt completely disconnected. Like I didn't know who I was anymore. Or if I ever lived my life. I was just existing. And deep inside, something kept telling me, this is not you. And not only did I feel it, but I could just hear something deep within me saying, this is not you. So I made a simple but powerful decision. I want to be me. I want to start living my life. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know how, but I chose myself. I just chose myself. And honestly speaking, I had no idea that decision would change everything. That decision I made changed my entire life because life hurt me. Slowly and gently, life started guiding me back to my true self, back to who I truly am. And not in a loud way, but in a quiet way. I found myself drawn to stillness, to silence, to just being. And that's when I started meditating. I began meditating, and at first it was just something small. It was just sitting with myself, but over time it became everything. And without even realizing it, my life started changing. Literally, my entire life changed. There were shifts that I didn't plan for. Things I never thought would change, but they did. And I'm going to share with you some of the biggest changes that I noticed at first. The first one is I chose silence and my own space. I started enjoying being alone, not in a lonely way, but in a peaceful way. Silence became comforting for me, and my own space became sacred. I started enjoying being with myself. Then I lost interest in my phone. My phone started to feel draining. Things I used to scroll through for hours, they no longer interested me. I just didn't feel called to it anymore. And then I outgrew old joys, the things that I have been enjoying before, the things that I loved doing. I just outgrew them. Things that they used to excite me, they just didn't feel exciting anymore. It was confusing at first, but now I understand that I was outgrowing the old version of myself. And then there came a part where I distanced myself from people. I found myself stepping from people, from my friends, from family, not out of hate, but out of alignment. I just needed space to understand myself. I needed space to know who I truly am. And something shifted through that. Something in me shifted. I became peaceful. I became calm. I became blissful. I became happy for no reason. Not because everything was perfect, but something inside of me it just felt right. And that's when I realized life was peeling away everything that wasn't me. The noise, the distractions, the expectations, until all that was left was the truth. And looking back now, I understand something so clearly. That moment where I made that choice, the moment I said I want to be me, that wasn't just a thought, it was a calling. And life responded, not by giving me more, but by taking away everything that wasn't aligned with me. So, my love, if you are in this place right now where you feel disconnected, where you feel like things are changing, where you lose interest in what you once loved, where you just want to be alone, well, I want to say to you that you are not losing yourself. You are returning to your true self. You are returning to you. And maybe, just like me, all it takes is one honest decision. Choose yourself. Choose yourself. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe, like, and comment so that we can share our journey together and reflect on this beautiful life changing of finding our true self.